In this video, we'll try to understand how to draw velocity diagram in case of complex mechanism. So the problem statement is given over here and the figure is also given. So the dimensions of the various links are AB is equal to DE is equal to 150 mm, then BC is equal to CD is equal to 450 mm, link EF is equal to 375 mm, then crank AB, it makes an angle of 45 degree with the horizontal and rotates about A in the clockwise direction with a uniform speed of 120 rpm. The slider F is slides in the horizontal guide, and we have to find out what will be the velocity of slider F. Now the various link dimensions there and the mechanism is as shown over here. So we'll take the space diagram scale as 1 centimeter is equal to 100 mm. So 150 divided by 100. So AB will be 1.5 centimeter on our sketchbook, then or on our drawing sheet. BC will be equal to 450 divided by 100, that is 4.5 centimeter. Then CD will be 450 divided by 100, that is 4.5 centimeter. Point E is located at a distance of 150 mm, that is 1.5 centimeter from D. Then link EF is 375 divided by 100, that is 3.75 centimeter length, and F slides in the horizontal guides. So let us see the animation correct over here. So as you can see over here, during the rotation of the crank AB in the clockwise as well as in the anti-clockwise direction, the path that is traced by this slider is in the horizontal direction. So we have used both the rotations just for our understanding purpose, for clockwise as well as for the anti-clockwise rotation, how the mechanism is working. Actually in the example it is given that it is rotating in the clockwise direction. So you can see for the clockwise as well as for the anti-clockwise rotation, it is working in the same fashion. So F is sliding in the horizontal guides, that is indicated by this particular red lines. Now our first vector will be velocity of B with respect to A, because crank AB is rotating in the clockwise direction. So this velocity will be known in magnitude as well as direction. So it is perpendicular to the link AB or crank AB. Then velocity of C with respect to B, its magnitude will not be known to us. It is just perpendicular to BC, but whose magnitude and direction we don't know. Velocity of C with respect to D will be perpendicular to this CD, whose magnitude and direction we don't know. Velocity of F with respect to E will be perpendicular to EF, whose magnitude and direction we don't know. Now slider is sliding in the horizontal direction, so velocity of F with respect to A will be in the horizontal direction. So and we have to find out this particular velocity. So first vector will be VBA, whose magnitude and direction is known to us. Second will be VCB, third will be VCD, then fourth will be VFE, and fifth vector will be VFA. So we'll start with first, second, third, fourth and fifth vector in the next slide. So in the space we have taken A and D points, which are the fixed points. So A and D as a 1 point. Then first we'll be starting with velocity of B with respect to A, and suppose we choose that its magnitude is 5 centimeter. You can choose any value, so it is 5 centimeter length, so that indicates velocity of B with respect to A. Then velocity of C with respect to B will be perpendicular to this BC, whose magnitude and direction we don't know. So out of this C and B, correct, we are considering this link BC. So C with respect to B, B point is known over here. So from B you have to draw a line perpendicular to this particular BC. Then velocity of C with respect to D will be perpendicular to this CD. So but whose magnitude and direction we don't know. But out of C and D point, we know the point D. Out of this C and D point, the point D is known to us. So from that you have to draw this particular line which is perpendicular to this CD. Wherever these two intersect, that is our common point of intersection, that is C. Now we have to locate this particular point, that is point E. So as you can see here, we have measured this CD, so it is 6 centimeter. So this is 6 and this is 12. So this is CD on the velocity diagram is 6 centimeter. So we can locate this point E by ratio and proportion. So we can say that DC upon DE on the space diagram must be equal to DC upon DE on the velocity diagram. So DC on the space diagram, so this DC on the space diagram by scale it is 4.5, then DE is 1.5, that we have already seen. Then DC, just now we have seen that it is 6 centimeter. This length is 6 centimeter. So we have to find out what will be the value of DE. So DE comes out to be 2 centimeter. So from D at a distance of 2 centimeters. So we can see over here, this is 17 and this is 19. So 2 centimeter, we can locate the point E. Now, the next vector will be velocity of F with respect to E, which will be perpendicular to this EF. And out of this E and F point, E point is known to us. So from E, draw a line which is perpendicular to this FE or EF link. Then finally, we have to find out the velocity of slider. So slider is sliding in the horizontal path. Then F with respect to A or F with respect to D. With respect to fixed point, the slider will always move. So out of this F and A point is known, correct? So from A, draw a line, horizontal line, indicating the velocity of the slider, that is F with respect to A. Wherever these two vectors they intersect, that is our common point of intersection, that is F. So this will complete our velocity diagram. Now measure this particular length. So this AF length is around 1.9. This will be required for the calculation purpose. So remember this value. So this is our vector diagram or velocity diagram. So first vector is B with respect to A, then C with respect to B, then C with respect to D, then F with respect to E, and F with respect to A. Now arrow must be towards the point whose velocity we are finding out. Now we have to find out the velocity of crank AB. So velocity is equal to R omega. So velocity of BA will be length AB in meter into omega. Omega is 2 pi n upon 60. Now length AB in meter we have to take. So 150 into 150 mm into 10 raised to minus 3. It will convert mm into meter. N is 120. So we'll get velocity of the crank as 1.88495 meter per second. Now we have to calculate the velocity diagram scale. Now if you remember, we have represented this by 5 centimeter while drawing the velocity diagram. Our first vector was 5 centimeter. So we can say that the actual velocity is 1.88495 meter per second, and on our sketchbook or on our drawing sheet we have represented that value by 5 centimeter. Then on our drawing sheet or sketchbook, 1 centimeter will represent how many meter per second. So that is known as the velocity diagram scale. So it will be 1.88495 into 1 divided by 5. So that is known as the velocity diagram scale, and it comes out to be 0.37699 meter per second. So we can say that 1 centimeter on our sketchbook, correct, will represent 0.37699 meter per second. Now we have to find out the velocity of slider F. So and we have measured this particular length A from the diagram. It comes out to be 1.9 centimeter. If you remember, that is the last step, correct, that we have carried out while drawing the velocity diagram. And to velocity diagram scale is 0.37699. So we can say that velocity of the slider is around 0.71628 meter per second. So in this way we can draw velocity diagram in case of complex mechanism in theory of machines and mechanism. Thank you very much for watching.